Hey, hi, hello. What's up, everybody? I have gotten a lot of requests to do this video. TJ wrote me on my Patreon. He said, Lauren, you've reacted to so many stand-ups. How come you've never reacted to George Carlin? I have been watching George Carlin for years. I actually watched a doc with him last year. Did we watch a doc last year, Carlos? Was that the doc we saw? Did we see
George
that?
Carlin?
Oh, maybe I watched it with my dad. But yeah, I've watched George Carlin probably. I've known of George Carlin for like the longest time. Just commenting to my roommates. I have a bunch of people who live in my house. Shout out to all my friends watching. Guys, these videos take me a long time, so please do me a favor and subscribe. I really appreciate it. Trying to grow my brand so I can direct more movies. That's what I want to do. And just crowdfund other projects that my friends can also direct and do. So yeah, everyone please subscribe. Please. And now we're going to watch some George Carlin. I love George Carlin. I've seen him before. I've seen all of his stuff probably. But it was probably so long ago I don't remember, or was, you know, yeah. So we're going to watch it, and you let me know what your favorite George Carlin bit or favorite stand-up comedian is, and I will react to them as well. I'm going through the motions, and I went through a bunch of George's stuff, and you know his great name because he's named after my dog George. I am bulk shooting these because I'm dealing with George. My George is recovering from his cataract surgery. But we're gonna just jump right into this, to the 3 categories of brainwashing. Yeah, I thought that would be a good one.
We're gonna go back to advertising,
okay.
And we're gonna go on a little bullshit hunt. Gonna look at some advertising lingo, especially food advertising.
Oh.
You know the people. Fresh, natural, hearty, old-fashioned, homemade goodness in a can. That kind of stuff. So let's take a look. Let's take a look at some of these words. Old-fashioned. When you hear old-fashioned, you're supposed to think, oh, this goes back to the old days. Right. The old days. Before we had sanitation laws. Before hygiene became popular. Back when botulism was still considered a sauce. Old-fashioned is supposed to give you a warm feeling. Make you think about your grandmother. Well, I don't know about you, but when I'm picking out food, I don't want to be picturing 90 pounds of wrinkles in a black dress. With a big hairy mole sticking out. And an infected lip. Old-fashioned. Then you have homemade. Homemade. You see this on the packages in the supermarkets. Folks, believe me, it is physically impossible for a food processing plant to produce anything homemade. I don't care if the CEO is living in the basement and cooking on a hot plate. It's not gonna happen. And you shouldn't be eating processed foods and packaged foods anyway. They're no good for you. You know how I stopped eating processed foods? I started picturing the people who were doing the processing. Next time you're in the bus and you see some guy with gangrene on his hands, just picture him on the assembly line putting little pieces of chicken in a box. That'll cure you. Then go home and eat some fucking grapes. Homemade. You see homemade in the restaurants, too. Homemade soup. I don't care how much the amphetamine-driven waitress with the Marlboro lines in her face reminds you of your mother. The soup is not homemade. Unless someone is living in the kitchen. And if that's the case, I want to get a good look at this motherfucker. I want to check this guy for lesions, carbuncles, impetigo, pink eye, and ringworm. And head lice. Then you have home style. Home style. When the advertising imbeciles realize that homemade sounds too full of shit, they go to home style. Home style flavor. Well, whose home are we talking about? Jeffrey Dahmer's? Believe me, there's nothing home style about the boiled head of a Cambodian teenager, okay? Even if you sprinkle parsley on the hair. And anytime they add the word style to another word, someone is pulling your prick. Old style goodness. What does that mean? Nothing. means nothing. New York-style deli means it's not located in New York. That's all it means, or they wouldn't have to say it in the first place. It's located in Calgary, and the owner is from Hong Kong. And the food tastes like things that the Bangladeshis throw away. Chicago-style pizza means the night manager once changed planes at O'Hare. Family-style restaurant. You know what that means? It means there's an argument going on at every table. Two people are crying, and the eldest male is punching the women. Family style. Family style. Then you have gourmet. Here's another word the advertising cretins have completely wiped their asses with. Gourmet. Gourmet dining in a cup. Gourmet cuisine in a can. By the way, whenever you hear cuisine in place of food, be prepared to pay an extra 80%. Gourmet rolls, gourmet coffee, gourmet pizza. These things do not exist. You want to know a gourmet food? Toasted snail penises. Candied moose balls. Deep dish yak dick. Gourmet. Here's another full of shit food word. Hearty. Hearty. Soup is hearty. Breakfast is hearty. You know what I do when I hear the word hearty? I look at the label. 300 grams of saturated fat. Hearty, as in heart attack. It's the same with buttery and lemony and chocolatey. Real chocolatey goodness. Know what that means? No fucking chocolate.
Alright, guys. On that note, oh my, he is so funny. He is really funny, right? You hear Carlos laughing in the background. So, I honestly, I love George Carlin because he's so conscious and so aware of all the little things, all the things around us. Like, you know, it's easy to walk through life and see things that affect us, but to really be aware of the between the lines, and that's what he does. He looks at something, he reads between the lines of it, and he makes a joke about it, which it's like so many different levels to get to that moment of like funny. I'm like, wow, like he's just so awesome. Whenever I see somebody really talented, I just look at them like, oh God, I wish I could be like you when I grow up. Then I just keep getting older and it doesn't happen. It's really sad. But anyway, guys, this was really fun. I really enjoyed it. Do you want me to watch the rest of this video? I think it's like 24 minutes long. I try to make these videos around 8 to 10 minutes. If you want me to do a part 2, share this video everywhere. Help me out by sharing it to Reddit and other places. I also have a Discord. If you want to join my Discord, I'll try to find a place to leave the link to that. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching and subscribe. I work really hard on these. I'll say it again. I feel like a record. They just say like the same thing over and over again. Subscribe, like, comment, share, all that fun stuff. Oh yeah, and Patreon. Okay. Bye. Bye.